Hey there, what we're going to work on today is going to be some kind of test hint help sort of items to get you through some of the more challenging problems that you're going to see on your test coming up. So let's just dig in, shall we, and look at those first couple examples from your review. And I'm not going to work out the exact examples from the review, but what I am going to work out will be problems that will help you out. So first off, let's talk about what questions 1 and 2 deal with, which is definition of derivative by limit. And so what we're saying is you have the limit as h approaches 0 of f of a plus h minus f of a all over h. All right? And so when we're working with this guy, what we're going to want to do is figure out exactly what goes into these things. So if I have a function, and let's give our function something like f of x equals 3x squared minus 7x, okay? Then what I have to figure out is what f of a looks like, all right? So let's just take a pause real quick, and let's just run over here and look at some patterns, and we'll use this f of x. So if I've got 3x squared minus 7x, if I want f of 2, what do? I put a 2 in everywhere I see an x. So this becomes 3 times 2 squared minus 7 times 2. Or what if I said a y? Then everywhere I see an x, I put a y in. 3y squared minus 7y. Well, what if I said, what about f of h? F of h. Then I'm going to have 3 times h squared minus 7 times h. Well, what if I just kept going and had some totally outlandish thing like a star? Well, I'm going to have 3 times a star. That's a really ugly star. 3 times a star squared minus 7 star. Well, what if I put a happy face in there? I would have 3 happy face squared minus 7 happy face. Okay, so this is the pattern that's developing. Well, guess what happens if we say we want a? Then I'm going to have f of a. And what does that mean? It means everywhere I see x, I put a in its place. And so I have this formula here. Well, what about a plus h? The exact same pattern has to happen. F of a plus h simply means everywhere you see x, you put a plus h in its place. And so this is what we're going to look at for our limit. This is the setup. And we're going to just, all we have to do now is we substitute in what f of a plus h is minus what f of a is all over h. So let's clean this guy up just a little bit and simplify him down. So a squared plus 2ah. All I did was FOIL that out for those of you that didn't catch the quick step there. It should be h squared minus 7a plus 7h. So 3a squared plus 6ah plus 3h squared minus 7a plus 7h. There it is, all factored out. So what does this look like now? Back to my original limit right here, this cool cat. I'm going to take the limit as h approaches 0 of f of a plus h using our cool pattern minus f of a. Whoops, and that should be a there. All over h. So what I'm looking for now is things that are going to go away. Okay, look for things that are going to go away. Well, I've got minus 3a squared and plus 3a squared. and I've got plus 7a and minus 7a. And I'm left with the limit as h approaches 0 of 6ah plus 3h squared plus 7h all over h. And hey, guess what? There's an h in every single term. Here's an h, here's an h, here's an h, here's an h. So actually what I'm left with is 6a plus 3h plus 7. And then when I look at my limit, I put 0 in for h, because that's what we're wanting h to approach. So when I put 0 in, I'm going to have 6a plus 3 times 0, so that guy right here, he goes to 0, so he's gone, and then plus 7. So right here is your derivative, and you're going to have a question just like this on your test. So see if you can work this problem out on your own, and then try again with the one from your review and see if you can get the right answer.